Hello friends, it has been a month. Okay, it's been several months. March seemed like several years actually. So I have become a baking expert. I have made cinnamon buns, I have made muffins, I have made cupcakes. I have not made bread because I cannot find yeast unless I start doing some weird back alley deals or like stab someone for it or something. Apparently, is there a black market for like bread ingredients, sourdough starters? Probably at this point, I don't know. So to help with this whole sanity thing, I've started playing this game recently that's called All the Things I Want to Do When Lockdown is Lifted. I'm sure it's a game that you are familiar with. Oh, that's good. So here are my top 3 activities I want to do as soon as the quarantine is over. Number 1 is go to a bookstore. At first, ordering books online was kind of a novelty for me. I don't actually let myself order lots of books online. I usually go to a bookstore because that's what I like to do. It's who I like to support is my local bookstores, my indie bookstores. And now that's all shifted online, and it kind of felt new and exciting when I first started ordering books online. It was like I just went on my indie bookstore website and I could pick it out and it got hand delivered to me. Kind of cool. It's still kind of cool, I'll admit it, and I'm probably gonna order a bunch more like tomorrow or something, but at the same time I really miss being able to just browse the aisles of my local bookstore and just look at all the books lined up on the shelf. I miss finding a completely undiscovered title because I see it on the shelf and it looks cool. I also miss obviously interacting with people, and more strongly with book type people. So when I go into chapters, I would find cool people there that worked there, and a lot of time we would get into a conversation about like YA titles or whatever, and I also really miss that. Also going to bookstores with friends. So the first thing I'm going to do when things are relatively back to normal is hit up my local bookstore and buy a lot of books. Number 2 is sit in a coffee shop. I cannot wait until I can go into my local coffee shop, set up my little area in the corner, sit there and order tons of tea and try to write and get mildly annoyed at the lady 2 tables down from me who has that laugh like Janice from Friends. I miss you, annoying laugh lady. I miss you so much. I just want to go into my local coffee shop, order my Earl Grey tea latte like a pretentious hipster, and sit in the corner for 6 hours. That's all I want to do. Number 1. No, not number 1, number 3. But this is the number 1 thing I want to do is see my friends. I got to see their stupid faces the other day. Their lovely stupid faces. And it made me want to cry because they were just in a Skype chat and I couldn't hug them. And it makes me so sad that I probably won't be able to see them for a really long time. That is the number 1 thing I want to do, and I put it as number 3 because it's pretty much going to be involved with number 1 and number 2, because those are the people I go to coffee shops with. Those are the people I go to bookstores with. And those are the people that I really miss seeing in person. Eventually, someday, we'll get to go to a coffee shop and sit in the corner and write, and they better be prepared to be aggressively cuddled because I haven't seen them in a long time and I need a hug. Ooh, that was too loud. So that's it. The top 3 things I want to do when I get out of quarantine, when we all get out of quarantine and things are open again and we can see each other again and we don't have to be 6 feet away and all of this nightmare is over. I am very excited to see people again and talk to people again and interact with people. And I'm such an introvert, I never thought that was possible. I never thought I would miss people. Which sounds really awful, but if you are a fellow introverted writer, you know what I mean. It seemed impossible that I would want to not be inside in my house anymore and not seeing people. That's very odd for me. What about you guys? What are the top 3 things, or even just the top 1 thing you really want to do once all of this is over? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, the Word Nerds have our live chat, and we would love to see you there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. What about you guys? What is the most excited things? This is going up no matter how disheveled I am, because it is 9 o'clock at night. Oh yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty good.